Cardinal Robert Prevost, a 69-year-old Chicago native, was elected as the first US-born pope in the 2,000-year history of the Catholic Church on Thursday, taking the name Pope Leo XIV. The announcement came as he stepped onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, addressing thousands of cheering Catholics with the words, "Peace be with you all." Prevost, a member of the Augustinian religious order, has spent much of his career as a missionary in Peru, later serving as an archbishop and earning Peruvian citizenship. His global experience and dual citizenship helped break the long-standing taboo against a US pope, given the country's significant geopolitical influence. In his first address as pontiff, delivered in Italian and Spanish, Pope Leo XIV emphasized peace, dialogue, and missionary evangelization.
This is the peace of the risen Christ, a disarmed peace and a disarming peace. Humble and persevering, it comes from God, God who loves us all unconditionally. We still keep in our ears that weak but always courageous voice of Pope Francis blessing in Rome.
Pope Leo XIV also called for unity and collaboration, urging the faithful to help us, then each other to build bridges with dialogue, with the encounter, uniting, to be one people always in peace. Thanks to Pope Francis. Prevost's journey to the papacy was marked by a distinguished career. After years ministering in Peru, he was brought to the Vatican in 2023 by Pope Francis to lead the Dicastery for Bishops, a powerful office responsible for vetting bishop nominations worldwide.
The Pope who blessed in Rome gave his blessing to the world, to the entire world, that Easter morning. Let me follow up on that same blessing. God loves us. God loves you all, and evil will not prevail. We are all in the hands of God. Therefore, without fear, united hand in hand with God and among ourselves, let us move forward. We are disciples of Christ. Christ precedes us. The world needs his light. Humanity needs him as the bridge to be reached by God and his love.
In January 2025, Francis elevated him to the senior ranks of cardinals, positioning him as a leading candidate for the papacy. Despite his prominence, Prevost's election was historic, as he became the first non-European pope since the 8th century and the first from the Americas since Pope Francis. An Argentine was elected in 2013. Notably, Prevost wore the traditional red cape of the papacy during his appearance, a contrast to Francis, who opted for simpler vestments in 2013. The last pope to take the name Leo was Leo XIII, who served from 1878 to 1903. Leo XIII is remembered for softening the Church's stance toward modernity, particularly in science and politics, and for his 1891 encyclical Rerum Novarum, which addressed workers' rights and laid the foundation for modern Catholic social thought. As Pope Leo XIV begins his papacy, his message of peace and dialogue signals a continuation of Francis's emphasis on outreach and unity, while his unique background as a missionary and US Peruvian cleric brings a fresh perspective to the global church.